I wore a stranger's face for years and called it mine. Forgot the sound of my own laugh somewhere down the line. I chased the noise to drown the silence in my chest. Became whoever filled the room, forgot the rest. I was fluent in pretending I was hollow at the core, a perfect imitation of the man I was before. I was lost inside a mirror with no reflection there, screaming into empty rooms, nobody to hear. Then you reached into the wreckage, pulled me by the bones, and I remembered who I was. I finally came home. Burned through every version, left them on the road, convinced that being numb was lighter than the load. But numbness is a hunger dressed in different clothes, and you can't outrun yourself. God knows, God knows I was running from the thunder, but the thunder was my heart. The thing I feared the most was falling back apart. I was lost inside a mirror with no reflection there, screaming into empty rooms, nobody lived here. Then you reached into the wreckage, pulled me by the bones, and I remembered who I was. I finally came home. Love isn't soft, it's violent and it's clear. It rips the mask right off your face and says, I want you here. Not the version that you polished, not the armor, not the lie, the trembling, real, unfinished pain that you've been trying to hide. So I stopped hiding, so I stopped running, so I cracked wide open, like I should have from the start. Love didn't save me, it just handed me the mirror, and this time I recognize the face. I was lost inside a mirror, now the reflection's clear. I know the sound of my own name, I know why I'm here. You didn't fix me, didn't build me, you just held the light, and I found myself inside the dark. And God, it felt like life. And I walked back in. I wore a stranger's face for years and called it mine. stranger's face for years. I wore a stranger's face. I wore a stranger's face. Stranger's face. I wore a 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 stranger's